What's good, YouTube? Back into the video. In this video, I'm gonna teach y'all how to get placements in 3 months. Yes, not a year, not 2 years, 3 months. That's all it actually really takes. But anyways, before I get into this video, I want y'all to subscribe, like, comment, do whatever. Because if you see my fault, not Instagram. If you see my YouTube right now, it's not really that big yet. But by the end of the year, for sure, it's gonna be big, for sure. But anyways, though, I like getting right into the video. If you've never seen me before, again, my name is Faisal. Made this. I made beats with Chucky, Why to Be Fat, Baby Chief Do It, Lil Double O, Schooly G, a whole bunch of Chicago artists, as well as like a lot of Florida artists as well. You can all probably see my plaque right here for Me Versus Me. I've been on the radar. I've been to Florida. I've been to New York. I've been to Chicago. Definitely gonna keep on growing and keep on going though with this stuff and just trying to help people just like me when I first started out. But anyways, get right to the video. No more yapping. The first step on how to get more placements, for sure, is making loops. Now, I say this in almost every single one of my videos. If you see my YouTube, every single one of my videos, I'm always talking about making loops. I'm from Canada. Most of my placements I got are from Chicago. I can't fly to Chicago every single week to get placements, bro. But what I can do is send the loops to the producers. So basically what I do every single morning, I make 2 to 3 loops or FLPs and I send it out using Dropbox, using email. I usually make an email list. That's the easiest way to do it. And I'm gonna get more into that as well. But making loops is really easy. If you don't know how to make loops, I suggest you grind on FL Studio for a little bit longer because you should know how to make loops for sure. But again, you don't need to copy exactly what I do. I started off making Chicago type beats, like Chucky type beats. And if you hear Chucky's sound, it's really scary. It's like the vocals really prominent. So it wasn't that hard to make the loop, but at the time, no one really doing it. And I had one boy that was locked in with Chucky and I sent loops to him, Jacob for sure. I might tag him right over here. If I don't, my fault. But Jacob for sure, I was sending him a whole bunch of loops. And yeah, bro, that's how this song came about right here, Me Versus Me. And if you probably haven't heard it, if you have heard it, you're definitely in the Chicago scene. But it was definitely one of his biggest songs up to date. And at the time, it was one of the songs that blew him up. I remember Polo G posting it. I remember Kaisa Nat posting it. I remember Lil Durk posting it. And I remember him going to Rolling Loud and everyone singing my song. And it was crazy just to hear my loop and the beat that we made for that many people to listen to it. It's crazy, like 17 million views, 50 million views on all platforms. It's really crazy. But yeah, that's my kind of testimony on how to make loops and like why loops is the biggest and the best thing in this industry if you want to make it. But yeah, let's get to the second one. Now the second one is networking, and that's pretty straightforward, but I'm gonna teach you exactly how I network. So networking is basically you hitting up other producers, artists, engineers, it could be A&Rs, managers, and it's trying to build a connection with them to send, build trust to eventually, like send loops to them, send beats to them, get in contact with them so now they could hit you up, be like, yo, I need beats right now. How I started networking was using the Genius method, and honestly, I'm gonna make a different group chat or like a private kind of room, kind of showcasing exactly how I go through the Genius method, because that's too much sauce to give on YouTube. I will tell you how I did it though, but like actually going in depth and actually showing y'all how I use the Genius method and what I do exactly to hit these producers up, even if I'm a small producer. If y'all even want that, I'm gonna have like a different chat for that, maybe on the Discord, maybe on the school app, but definitely teaching y'all how to get placements. But anyways though, networking is the best way and the only way you'll get placements if you're not from the actual city. So networking, what I did was go on genius.com, yes, go on credits, and depending on what type of beats you make, what type of artists you like to, replicate, you go on their Genius account, and usually I go on the most recent songs that they did. Maybe it's an album that's coming out, or maybe it's an album that already came out, but it's recent. And then on Genius, it shows the credits. And if you go on credits, you can see exactly who made those beats. That's where the sauce is at, because when you go on the credits and you see the producers who made the beat, then you can go on their Instagram and then hit them up. Now, there is no actual way to hit up a producer. Everyone is different, obviously. Maybe if you hit me up and be like, yo, let's work, I might be busy. I might be like, nah. But like, if you hit me up the next day, I might be like, let's do it. So like, I feel like don't take it too hard. It's kind of like hitting up girls, if you know what I mean. You go 1 for 10, 1 for 5, or you go 5 for 5. Depending who you are, depending how your game is. Exact same way though. With producers, it is kind of easier than hitting up artists, managers, and engineers. Because producers always want to work. Especially if you got some little motion going on yourself. Like, it's all it really takes. If you have a placement and they have a placement, y'all can work together, But engineers, feel like a lot of people be hitting them up, especially producers, but like you can find that one person, maybe give some value too. I don't know what value you give them, but I've also heard a story that someone, I don't know what producer, maybe y'all know in the comments, someone gave someone like a jacket or something, and like that's how you locked in with that producer. Like pretty crazy. Of course, you probably don't have that type of money to give someone a free jacket, like probably expensive jacket too, but that's just a unique way he got into the industry. Like maybe you can find your way as well. Maybe you know, send him a text, but also be like, yo, bro, like I can mix and master as well. You know, I can help you with that too, or just something unrelated to music. Obviously not illegal, but just something. You know what I mean? Just to give value. But yeah, networking is definitely the best way. I just gave out a genius method. Let's see what else I can think of off the top of my head. None of this is scripted, by the way. If you're watching these videos, you can tell I'm just yapping right now, but like that's the best way to do it. Because when I talk to my boys, I just be yapping and it makes sense. But anyways, though, let's see what else can I think of. What else can I think of for networking? I would say with networking, just be genuine. Be an actual person. Don't be a robot. Don't copy and paste to every single producer. I used to do that, and I was a copyer of that, and I can tell you it does not work. But you know, like if y'all both work on the same exact type of beats, it's easy to just hit them up, be like, yo, bro, you made this, I made this as well. Let's work. If you don't want to work, I bet just go to the next one. That's all I can really say on networking. That's an easy way to get placements as well, though. 3 months again. It's a hard time frame, but I suggest hit up like 10, 20 producers a day. Just lock in. Anyways though, number 3, and this one's gonna be a really good one as well. This is creating a loop list, an email list as well. Now this combines the loops and also the networking. If you combine that together, you get an email list. Now it's pretty straightforward. It's literally just putting a whole bunch of emails in a list and sending it all together. I use MailTrack to do this. MailTrack is so easy because I could make a campaign, and with that campaign, I could put a whole bunch of producers in there and send it out. So I send out twice a week. If you're starting out though, you said 3 months. I already got some placements. I don't need to go for a 3-month grind, but if you want to do it in 3 months though, shit, bro, I say every other day or every day you send something out. You know what I mean? That's a real grind, but I promise you to get something. But either way though, creating an email list, yeah, that's the easiest way to get placements. And the way you do it is basically, again, using the loop method, using the networking method, combine it. Now, when you hit up these producers, you're asking for their email, maybe their number as well, but most of their email. And this is when you put that email in that email list. So basically you gotta have a whole bunch of emails, maybe 30, 40, 50. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. But eventually you're gonna grow it to a whole big group, and not everything you send out is gonna get a placement. That's where you wanna be at. And again, that is gonna take time. I don't think you get 300, 400 contacts in 3 months, but okay, maybe in a year though, you might have 500 contacts, and not everything you send out, bang. You know what I'm saying? And also, besides the placements, like imagine the beat stars as well. A lot of people still post on YouTube, their beats on YouTube, but almost all the beats on YouTube, they use loops. It's hard for you to make a beat from scratch and make a beat every single day to put on YouTube. So almost all of them use loops. That's an easy way for you to get money as well, because you get beat sales. And beat sales is definitely a good way to get money. You know, who says no to money? It's a different revenue stream. But yeah, create that email list for sure, bro. It's gonna definitely get you all the way up there. Number 4 is gonna be so straightforward. And I honestly don't think y'all even want to hear this for real, but don't click off, because I promise you this is gonna be the most important part as well. And being consistent. Not just being consistent, like, oh yeah, you get up every day and you do. No, like you really are actually persistent. Like you're writing down exactly what you want to do for the day. I suggest you meditate, which might sound crazy coming from a producer as well, because all we do is just make beats. But meditating, go to the gym, cold showers, that's what I be doing. And honestly, like that's the way I be staying consistent. Not everything's about work, but being consistent is the best thing to do. And that's the only way you can ensure that you make these placements. Making beats and getting placements and getting songs with big artists, they're not predictable at all. Like it's basically going off of faith and hope. Like again, when I did get this plaque, I do also have a whole bunch of other songs, but when I first got this plaque, or when I first made that song, like there was no intention of that loop getting that big, or there's no intention of that song getting that big, but like it did get that big. And I'm like thinking like, damn, like what if I stopped? What if I didn't really think this would happen? Like it's straight off of faith. So again, being consistent and just knowing that it's gonna come, even though you have no idea how it's gonna come, that's the real struggle. That's the real thing that most producers do not really say. I feel like I'm the first person really, because I'm not the first person I could say this, but like I really lived through that. And like not knowing what I'm gonna do, how am I gonna get this money? You know, I quit my job when I got a few placements, and now we're in the studio. Also, I make beats as well, which is a blessing. But at the beginning though, bro, I didn't know how to get my money, bro. I was just grinding. I feel that's the art of it for sure. Like being consistent and having a reason to keep on going, for sure. You know, if you have your real life stuff, I'm not saying quit your job, quit school, no, like, But I'm saying, do believe in yourself that you could be the biggest producer of all time. Like, that's what I really believe. And even if you never make it that far, bro, like, who could tell you no? Only yourself. That's a bar for sure. But anyways, though, being consistent, again, I'm gonna go back to the writing down exactly what you want to do for the day. That method is definitely unpatched. Like, if you wake up every day and you know exactly what you need to do or what you need to do, like having a schedule, sending out loops this day, sending out beats this day, making content this day, you're gonna make it, bro. Like, even if it didn't take 3 months, I did say 3 months, you're gonna have to grind OD. But okay, in 6 months though, imagine that. Like, 6 months, you will definitely be him. Like, there's no way you cannot tell me different. But even in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, like, this is producing. This title might not be clickbait, it might be clickbait, but you never know when it's actually gonna pop. Click. You can do everything I'm doing right now or saying right now, and in 3 months you might be like, damn, bro, Faisal was wrong. You might comment on this video like, damn, bro, it's been 3 months. But dog, maybe that 4th month you're gonna be lit as hell. Like, you're gonna have 4, 5, 6 placements. So like, again, like, you can make a loop last year, and then 2 years later, 2028, that same loop gets placed with Future. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how unpredictable this music industry is. But again, like, just stay consistent, know exactly what you're gonna do, be persistent. That's all I can really say for number 4. But yeah, now we're on number 5. And number 5, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, I don't really know what to say. I feel like I kind of touched on everything I did. But oh yeah, no, that's easy. Making a YouTube channel. Now, making a YouTube channel, come on, bro. Like, not something like this, but a type beat channel. And that's the easiest way for you to get placements, I feel like. When you're starting out as a producer, all you want to do is get someone on your song. So if you start out, bro, if you start out on YouTube, you're gonna get a whole bunch of people on your songs. I've seen people on Instagram when they first started out and they hit me up like, yo, it's work, I got no placements. But bro, in 3 months, bro, they've been grinding on YouTube, they got hella placements. It's like, that's the best way to start, because you are actually building up your brand. You're building up how you want to kind of perceive yourself on Instagram as well. And of course, Instagram is your resume. So posting on YouTube every single day, I suggest you stick to 1 artist, maybe 2. You know, it could be like Schooly G, X Bloodhound Q50, like just Bloodhound Q50. But if you're going to for the bigger artists like Future, I suggest you stick to 1 artist for sure. But like, yeah, posting every single day, again, it's gonna be a grind. Like you said, 3 months, but you know, like, YouTube is kind of weird. You might pop off in a month, you might pop in 2 days, but you might pop in 6 months. It's like, it's really up to how good your beats are, or like how percent you are on like your tags, your title, everything, like the competition. So I can't really have a timeline on that one. I used to have a YouTube, and the YouTube that I had never ever popped, never ever popped. But until one day, like, I just kept on posting. Like 3 months in, one video got 200,000 views, and that video got Lil Double O on that beat. Who else was on that beat? A whole bunch of artists on that beat though. Lil Double O is one of the best examples, honestly. But yeah, a whole bunch of people were on that beat, and like, I had a whole bunch of subscribers on that channel too. I kind of stopped posting, but have different things that I am currently pursuing, like this YouTube channel as well. But yeah, YouTube is the best way. Type beats is the best way. It's not patched. Like, it's still going 2026. I work at a recording studio when I record people, and they almost always go on YouTube. There's no other way to go around YouTube. But again, this right here is damn near unedited, and this is the end of the video. If you like this video, it's straight raw content, like just give it to you straight for like you my homeboy. But again, bro, like, subscribe, bro. Just talk for 15 minutes straight. I'm gonna edit this, but yeah, I keep on saying it. But anyways though, hope you like this video. I'm gonna catch you in the next video. Peace out.